You know, I'm still thinking that certainly the boys have, you know, outdone themselves with this move. Everybody looking short side, as well they should be. But first, sometimes you've got to endure the pain of an upside move because we're obviously overdone with the discount opening. So this will really test the resolve of shorts that want to hit this today. You know, people already I've seen posted out there, you know, remember the gaps down below at, you know, 20 and whatever, and yeah, they're there. But first things first, we've got to resolve this range. You know, we've got like the potential today to be doing a bear flag. And every short in the world that's licking their lips, you know, doesn't understand that they missed the primary part of that trade overnight in lower volume. And a lot of times this is the kind of move we get going away from that target. And the traders who are more patient will get better opportunities. So this is theoretically where we said we should be trying to resolve this range right here. You know, this is a double top area, but, you know, I still think that the boys are trying to jam the aggressive shorts. And obviously all of the longs that were wiped out, aggressive longs from the last 8 days, you know, they're not going to get their head above water until we get back up into the 50s. And I don't see that happening. So in my opinion, try to scalp for a few points this first hour. IB range may be smaller than everybody thinks. And we said, you know, Mike and I both agreed on this 42 to 45 as the primary. If you're going to hit it in the aggressive zone, that's the aggressive zone. And the gap, half gap area is back here, above 46. So good possibility some shorts get squeezed first. And it's my contention that probably both sides will expect too much. Get a tug of war. And that tug of war is probably going to be in this neck of the woods. So my contention right now, here's the battle zone. Right here. There are a number of battle zones, but this is an important one right here. So above here, longs are winning, and below it, shorts are winning. Simple as that. There's no black or white about that in my mind right now. And there are other battles that can take place, but this is an important one right now. And that's pretty much why I set up these lines. And I said I think this is our first battlefield. First battlefields need to be resolved before the secondary ones. So always try to identify where you think the first battle is going to be. And then assume that we can get a push in one direction and then come back through it. But we always want to understand these levels. And it's my contention that, you know, we can go above it and still come back through it. But a lot of times, you know, traders don't understand that. So anybody that took the, you know, partial trade long side, we said you could play either side you want. probably just good odds from the discounted opening. And you can see we're so far overdone that we need some kind of a reactionary bounce. And to me, this is one idea that I'm going to keep my eye on right here. This battlefield, you can see it. That's got to be resolved. So there's not enough clarity for anyone to say, okay, the shorts are winning, longs are winning. All we know is that we've had we had resistance from Friday that we knew. We said just above. Unless we take out 57, we said 57 resistance. And we've had one heck of a plunge overnight, but nobody participated. People were flat. People went home flat. So these traders are still stuck and need to get out. And it's my contention that today we need to be very careful about overdoing just thinking a one-way trade short side. So I think it's hit and run, bear flag being built, and yeah, you can take short side, but don't assume the short side is a killer trade. I've already said I think the low for the day is already in. So we shall see. And I think you're going to have to, for the short side, probably take, bounces from higher highs, and you'll get a good one.